Do you think that you can remake your life? Make some serious changes so that this time next year you're a different type of person? And that you do it simply through willpower and determination. You can do it. You can do it. Um, I don't know if you can or not, but I'm going to try. And I've decided to reach out to YouTube and the community that's out there to see if people will hold me accountable. You know, I don't really feel like I can talk to anybody that I really know. And I'm a little hesitant about sharing so much. I'll pick and choose what I'm sharing and not sharing, but um, it's just, I am so flippin' bored. You know, I haven't had anything to look forward to for so long. I mean, I can't remember the last vacation I took. I mean, I had my kids late. I was 35 and 39 when I had my two kids. So I was an old mom, and I mean, my vacations were taking the kids up to college. You know, the first one for 4 years, and then as soon as she graduated, the other one for 4 years. And that was the vacation. Then when the second one got out of college, she moved down to D.C. I went down to see her a couple of times, but that's it. I mean, I haven't even spent a day at the beach. Well, the thing that I decided to do, there's something I've always wanted to do since the time I was a little kid. I've always wanted to go to Italy. I've even been, supposedly, studying Italian for like 2 years. Although I think my Italian now is worse than it was a year ago because I don't practice as much as I was doing it a year ago. And I came up with this idea of saying, well, why don't you just make a decision that you're going to go to Italy? If not in 2027, at least by 2028. And I started thinking about that, and as soon as I started thinking about that, I got real hopeful, downright optimistic. And I am a bit of a Pollyanna, you'll say. But I thought, I wonder if I could do this. I'm not going to tell my kids because they would immediately, that would be one wet blanket and another wet blanket right on top of the first one. You know, you can't do it, Mom. Mom, you don't have the money for that. Mom, you had a stroke last year. How do you expect to be able to, you can't even go to Rome. There's all these cobblestones and stuff. You can't do this, Mom. Mom, come on, don't be ridiculous. So I decided not to tell him. And I can't believe that two children who know all kinds of stuff about me. I mean, there is not a joke I can tell that one of them doesn't jump in and say the punchline before I get to it. They know all my jokes, they know all my stories, they know how I did all these things when I was young that like nobody does. And by that I mean I did a lot of traveling. I mean, I bought a one-way plane ticket to Rio de Janeiro and stayed down there for about 4 months, then went on to Chile and stayed there for 7 or 8 months. I mean, how did they not know who I am? You know, when I decided to go to law school, I didn't tell a soul because for the same damn reason. Oh, you want to go to law school? Oh, well, fancy schmancy. Oh, don't you think you're all that? I didn't tell a flippin' soul until I got into law school. I studied for the LSAT, took the LSAT, worked for a firm as a para, and then when I was ready, I applied for law school and got in with no problem. Then the shit hit the fan because I had to tell my parents I was 30. And good thing I was 30 and not like 22 because that would have shut me down. But at 30, I really didn't give a shit what they thought, because this is what I wanted to do. And what's the problem with going to law school? There's not a profession I despise more than lawyers. That was my father. Great. So anyway, I went on and became an attorney, and I was an attorney for 40 years. I just recently retired, and I'm sitting here twiddling my thumbs, bored to tears, and I don't understand how my two kids, who, at this point, there's very few people in the world that know me or should know me better than them. And they would think if I told them I was going to go to Italy next year, they'd tell me I was nuts and would not encourage me in the slightest. They certainly don't encourage me with my immigration YouTube channel. They don't even ask me about it. And I'm not telling them about this one because they won't like this one either. They just don't encourage. I mean, I think they just want to have me stay upstairs and just watch Netflix all day. At least I'm safe, you're not going to fall or anything. I mean, I'm up here. This is my youngest daughter's old bedroom, and I can't even move downstairs because I need them to move my computer for me. I can't lift it and walk down the steps and hold the railing at the same time. They brought the microwave up into my bedroom. They bought me a little mini fridge, so you don't have to leave your room, Mom. Oh my God. I need to get the hell out of my room. So, anyway, back to why should you care? Well, maybe you shouldn't, right? But I just think I'm not alone. I think there are a lot of people out there that are also bored to tears, that they've given up any kind of hope in being able to change their future. They're living like me. I'm living on Social Security, which is not much. And I've got financial problems. I've got physical limitations. I would want to learn the language before I went. I mean, there's so many things that it would be easy to just say, just forget it. What's on HBO tonight? And I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to try it, because I'm going to tell you something. There is a quote that, and I swear to God, this is true. There's a quote that the first time I ever saw it, it was literally on the lid of a pizza box. Why the pizza owner decided to put this on all his pizza boxes, I don't know. But I'm certainly glad he did, because it's a wonderful quote. And I absolutely believe this. But this quote, a lot of times people say Goethe did this. Goethe is credited with it, but it's actually Murray. What was his name? W.H. Murray. He was a Scottish explorer. And he's the one who actually said this. But he quotes Goethe at the very end of it. It's one of my favorite quotes. Listen to this. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness concerning all acts of initiative and creation. There's one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans. That the moment one definitely commits, then providence moves too. A whole stream of events issues from that decision, raising in one's favor all manner of unforeseen incidents, meetings, and material assistance, which no man could have dreamt would have come his way. I learned a deep respect for one of Goethe's couplets. Whatever you can do, or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. So, that's what I'm doing. I'm beginning it. I'm committing myself to take a 2-week trip to Italy where I'm going to take a class to help people over 50 learn or improve their Italian. I'm going to do that in 27 or 28. We'll see. But I'm definitely going to do it. I'm committed to it. Is there something that you would like to begin? Where do you want to be 1 year from now? The same place you are right now? Or did you want to have accomplished something? Or at least gotten further down the road towards maybe something on your bucket list? Where do you want to be a year from now? Because if you don't make any changes, you're going to be exactly where you are right now. We all know this, especially if you're, up there in age like me. There was a motivational speaker that used to say, to keep getting what you're getting, keep doing what you're doing. So if you want something different, you're going to need to make a change or two. What would you like to change? Where do you want to be a year from now? Come on this journey with me. And together we can learn how to stay committed to the things we want to improve. So, if you want to journey together, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Good luck to you. I wish you the best.